We gon' wake your ass up.
Wake that ass up, girl. Who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot.
Megan Thee Stallion's foot is about to take the stand. We're going to find out what really happened to the foot, okay? What really happened to that foot? Who did it? We're going to find out all of that and more because the trial is happening. Most recently, her ex-best friend, Kelsey Harris, took the stand in which she is officially a renegger. She reneged on every statement that she ever said prior to stepping into the courtroom, but she's now saying that she lied before when she said that Mr. Lanez had, in fact, shot her friend. She's now saying she don't remember. She pled the fifth so much we thought it was a Dave Chappelle skit. We don't know what really happened, and it's feeling like we may never actually find out because Kelsey actually got a pardon where she got immunity, where she will not be able to be persecuted should Tory become innocent or said not guilty in this matter. And now Meg Thee Stallion's attorneys are saying that Kelsey has been compromised. She probably took some hush money or is being threatened. How do y'all feel? It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. What happened to Meg Thee Stallion's foot? What do y'all think?
Kelsey shot her.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that.
Kelsey shot her. What happened was, that's why, because Tory was too adamant. You know, when people start using scriptures, except for that Chrissy family, but no weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that's what he was too adamant. What's going on? That he didn't do it. I think that he is out here community dick slinging to everybody. They both, you know. I think that Megan, I want to talk about her too. I think that Megan was being possessive over Tory because he smashed her. Megan was the only one that knew that he smashed both her and her friend. Then, you know, she getting mad that he's moving on to anybody would be mad. I'd be mad, and I wasn't even fucking Tory, but I'm not leaving you here. Oh, what's going on, drama? This is Poppy Luck. I wouldn't. I'd be mad too. I'm bringing you here. I'm not leaving you with a Kardashian so you could glow up and get on TV. Nah, it's over. So then they got in the car, because I've been watching this thing heavy. They got in the car, they start arguing, right? Because they left. And then Megan like, oh, I left my slipper. Bitch, you ain't leave your slipper.
You're not Cinderella. What fucking slipper, bitch?
Yo, Zell Swag, what's up? I'm Poppy Luck today. Shout out to Zell Swag. He's crazy on that TV.
That was
so
good, baby.
Swag was good.
So Megan went back to the house to get alleged slipper. Tory and them leave. Tory in the car. He gets sloppy. He like, yo, how you mad at me? Tell her how we been smashing. Because remember, Kelsey, she had the COVID, went back to Texas. So now, I'm fighting my best friend. I'm fighting you because you the one at the Rock Nation party that told me go push up on him. You already slept with the baby after me and him was doing what we did. You already went and slept with, I don't know about Ben, but you keep doing this because you're the rapper. You know what I mean? So we're going to get out the car. We're going to fight. Whose gun it was, where the gun come from, I don't know. We got to call a limo driver. But I'm just simply saying, now Tory did shoot her, and she going to get a check after this and all that. She's making him go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't understand. I don't remember. I don't know. Bitch, how about we play the tape? You know?
Right.
Show you your text messages where you say Tory shot Meg. It's a mess.
How do you feel, Babs?
Tired.
Well, while she gathers herself, I have one question, right? because because Babs is our whodunit person, so we definitely want to know how she feels. But my only confusion is, okay, if you hooked your friend up or told her to push up on Tory, what have you, whatever, right? And now you're in the car and you're going off because he's at Kylie's house or whatever, why do you need Tory to expose it? Why wasn't Kelsey had the gun ready then? Because she's like, clank, clank. Why is this bitch going crazy over my man? Why are you, like, the only person that we ever saw get crazy over somebody else's man and handle it was Solange, allegedly, when she had to, take Jay-Z head off for her sister. So if you was mad and you wanted to go back to the house to get Tory, why wasn't you doing that for your friend? Like, why wasn't you mad for your friend? Like, oh no, girl, he doing you dirty. Is that what she was playing into before Kelsey allegedly got the actual piece from? Like, that's where I'm confused.
She don't know.
No, Kelsey didn't know. So this is the thing. Regardless of what I think it's all dumb, because you're not married. This is nobody's husband. Nobody's in a relationship. So y'all out here popping. Did you bring me? But hold up, that's Meg, right? So you like, oh, you smashed the baby after me. But like, yeah, but the baby only smashed you because he couldn't smash me. Once he smashed me, he stopped smashing you. Like, so a lot of times people feel like I could get the closest thing to you since I can't get you. And so at the end of the day, it's all messy.
So
at the end of the day, it's all messy. But yeah, I really don't care. I'm over it. Like, I'm so over this case. Like, somebody's lying, everybody's lying.
Again, but like, I mean, I don't know. But also during the trial,
you wouldn't even be in them rooms.
Babs,
you wouldn't even be next to the baby.
Babs, you don't feel that way because
you wouldn't even be. You wouldn't even been next to the baby.
But what kind of friend tells you to go holler at somebody that they gonna go?
You thought I was feeling you?
If you was going to do that, why even tell me at the Rock Nation brunch to even holler at him? If you wanted it, like, that was your nut, then, sis, go crack it.
I didn't want him then.
So you petty.
I didn't want him
after
then.
You saw how he was treating me.
No, I never seen how he was treating you because I was too busy out with the next dude. But once I chilled with him and I seen how he was treating me, that's what made her say, well, I'm gonna be with him tonight.
Nah, B, that's wacky. You don't feel that way because me and you talk. Nah, B, me and you talk. You don't feel that way.
She said what she said.
Nah, that's not what she's saying. She don't. No, that's not what she's saying.
You thought I was feeling you?
That's not it. Me, yo,
I was friending you?
Thank you, drama, for the badges. No, thank you for the badges, everybody. Look,
give me your nigga.
What happened at Rock Nation's brunch?
Yo, Party said he's embarrassed of his girl. People
That's what I wanted to talk about too.
And people say they don't appreciate him being embarrassed. Let me tell you something. When y'all pillow talk in the beginning, now first of all, I'm gonna ask you, yo, did you do such and such, such and such? You gotta let me know these things so that I know how to move in a room full of vultures. So when somebody come up and they talking to us, I know she smashed the homie. But if I gotta find out you smashing these guys while you on trial, and you ain't tell me about the baby. You ain't tell me about Ben. You ain't tell me about Tory. You went on national TV and said you and Tory wasn't having sex on national television. The interview that you set up. So now you sitting in my house telling me like, oh, nah, and then it come out on stand?
We don't know if that's how it happened. She might have told him, but said, first be quiet, okay? Don't say nothing. I didn't mess around with all these people, but I'm going to tell the public differently.
I was wondering why
from the first day. The opening statements was, unless she had to put him up on game before everything came out. The first opening statements was Megan slept with this one after the girl, and I wouldn't want to be there either, because everybody in the courtroom gonna go, oh, and then look at you and you sitting there like.
First of all, look at the content that your woman rap about. Look how she dressed. Look how she acts. I don't think any of that should be shocking. Like, she says she smashed dudes. She's telling girls to smash and get cash and do this, and I got a fat ass, and she's twerking and wears a thong outside. Like, I don't know what he thought he had. So I feel like he should have pulled up with her, because you know what it is. Like, and you're writing the shit for her, too. So if you're helping her write the shit, you know what it's hitting for you. Like, come on. You couldn't write that for Lauryn Hill. She would never say that.
Yo, yeah, right. I mean, if somebody telling you who's showing you who they are, you got.
But wait a second. No. I just thought about something, because what we not going to do. I love Lauryn Hill, right? But Lauryn is no saint, because when Wyclef said, "Someone please call 911," it was because he said that the baby she was pregnant with, he thought that was his, only to find out it was Rohan Marley, Bar Marley's son. So we love Lauryn, okay? One of the greatest albums to ever be put out there. But we're not going to act like she wasn't, dabbling.
I don't.
What? She wasn't married to Wyclef. Wyclef he was cheating on his girl. That's number one. Her and Wyclef was not in no relationship. That's his fault that he thought he shot the club up on the right night. It was the wrong night. The club was not ovulating that night, okay? It was not ovulating that night. So one of the Marleys came through to the club when it was ovulating. It was lit that night. The Marleys came through. So
but he didn't even know that
like,
Marley's was on the list. He thought that he had bought the club out and nobody else was in attendance.
I don't know. I don't believe that. Well, that's your fault.
She wasn't even rapping about it, though. Listen, man.
Exactly.
I'm
just saying, I love Lauryn Hill, but I was just saying that she was no saint. And even though her music, said what it said, she was doing her thing, too. She
wasn't outside getting shot in bitches' pools with 2 and 3 dudes and getting drunk and niggas.
We love
the floor.
Lauryn Hill.
Shout out to
All
Lauryn
I'm saying
Hill,
is that just because you do music of a certain kind of music, don't dictate the kind of person you are when you step out the booth. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that she was wilding out and, doing certain crazy things. All I'm saying is just because Megan, says what she says in her music, that doesn't warrant her being shot by her friend, Tory Lanez, or whoever else. It's just like, she's still...
We said warrant.
Deserve justice.
We didn't say warrant. We just said that I was talking about her boyfriend and embarrassment. Nobody deserves to get shot unless they deserve to get shot. But I'm just simply saying, who did it? I believe it probably was Kelsey or her. You know what? They said it was 5 shots because I think maybe she was busting off, and then Tory came and grabbed the gun, and that's how they both have the residue. Now, she did not shoot at her. I mean, shoot her. She's shooting at her. Maybe the glass came in. I can't wait for the doctor to come on stage and say, was it bullet fragments or was it that? Because honestly, anytime somebody gets shot and survive, it's an attempted murder charge. Don't get it twisted. You shoot somebody, it's an attempted murder charge. They did not give him an attempted murder charge. Why is that? You get what I'm saying?
No, you're annoying. But well, we can leave it to rest after this. I'm just saying that I just feel like, I would love to know what actually happened. I don't feel like we're ever going to know, because when it comes to court cases, it's not what's the truth. It's what you could prove. So the fact that, Shorty has a pardon where she can't ever get persecuted for anything lets us know she did something. And they saying maybe they were shooting, tussling for the gun, and then maybe she got shot. But my only thing is, he must have a ding-a-ling of gold. Like, what? How are you fighting over to, like, no shade to Tory Lanez?
I'm not fighting
but it's
over
just
Tory
like,
Lanez.
it's no way.
I'm not fighting.
It's no way that
Yo,
my friend's gonna tell me that she been messing with Tory Lanez, and I'm gonna be like, bitch, I'm popping the trunk.
Let me tell you something. I'm a professional alcoholic.
No,
when you drunk, shit gets crazy. Shit gets crazy. And then if everybody's drunk, nobody's in their right mind, all your inhibitions is gone, it's over. So I'm just letting you know right now, it wasn't about Tory. It was about, damn, you went behind my back. And then Megan in the car dissing his career, you know what I'm saying? And talking crazy about his career, you know what I'm saying? So now he mad. And then everybody in the car arguing, but they drunk, and it got crazy. Somebody had a gun.
Let me tell you how crazy this is, though. Look, for Megan, right? Megan's a wild girl. So you hook her up with him, then smash him after the fact, then go out with them together. Y'all chilling,
pushing up on
and then get mad at him for wanting to holler at another bitch.
Oh,
this is what I'm saying.
No class shit.
So weird.
No class.
And I think that the argument between Megan and Tory, I think Tory is the one who told that smash.
Like how you
like,
getting mad at me? He's like, how you getting mad?
Like,
you ain't tell her that we smashing, and then she probably lost it because it's not animosity towards her, but when your friend is in the spotlight and you know what I'm saying, you taking the back seat, it's not animosity, but it's like, you know, she gets everything, you know, so it's like, damn, bitch, you got the career, you got the money, you got to take any and everything I have, and it's not the first one. So she said they was fighting in the car, and then they got out the car. It's crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know, there's another court case going on right now. Young Thug, he actually just got a big win in court. I didn't get to see it because we came on here, but Gunna needed to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, nigga, I gotta come home. That's what they say. Snitches, I'm trying to come home. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what snitches. Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. And he didn't necessarily snitch, but they was like, yo, you was in the car? Yeah. Were those guns yours? Nah. And it was like, well, are you aware? Now, the part where everybody's saying is snitching, and he says that he was aware that YSL was a record label and a gang.
But how are you not snitching if it's me and you in the car, love?
Right.
It's only me and you in the car, so if it's not your gun,
let me tell you something. If I'm riding in the car with somebody and they have a gun and we get pulled over,
and you know about it, and chose to get in a car.
That's not my.
Go ahead. But you knew about it and chose to get in a car. You knew they had an illegal gun and chose to get in a car. I'm not getting you.
I'm with Troy Ave.
I'm
with Troy Ave on this whole thing. The streets is a lie. The streets is a lie, straight up. Because even if I know you got the pistol, come on, how many of us like, oh, you got a gun, I'm not gonna get your car, like you my man. But yo, you gotta take the weight for your shit.
You gotta have responsibility. I'm not getting in the car.
I wouldn't. Where I'm at in my life, in my younger days, yes. But where I'm at in my life, depending on who it is, like you ain't got no license. We not in an open carry state. You a felon. Like and then you smoking bud in the car. Because what is the reason why the cops even pull you over to want to search the car? Like your license is dirty. Like what's happening here? Like so at the end of the day, like nah, I'm not getting in that shit. Man, I got my own car. Meet you there.
Yeah, I know you talking about my peoples, but Young Thug got the Maybach outside. You getting in the car?
No.
All right.
No, I'm not.
All right.
No, I'm not. I don't care about that, love. You should know that about me, love.
Well,
you should know
Young
that.
Thug's sister took to social media to actually defend Gunna, I believe. Let's take a look.
That people's ready and people decent. Like it's not making anybody better. It's not making nothing but good, bro. Like nothing that's going on is not hitting my brother. So can y'all please stop that? Can y'all please stop? If y'all love Gunna, then y'all give him support. Like what y'all over there doing? Y'all tripping.
I kind of feel like they lawyers was communicating, and this is something that they're doing together.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that both of their lawyers are like, this is something that's happening, and Thugger knows, and that he's able to use this because they saying that Gunna testimony can be used up in court against Thug. So I'm hoping that helps Thugger for his lawyers to be like, well, it was whoever. Like, so I'm hoping
why
they was
it's messy because Gunna's on the stand and he's like, yo, first of all, you don't get no year served and 4 years probation for a RICO case. Okay, but he said that he knows that YSL is a label and a gang. Now the other guy who got out as well, he said YSL is a gang and I started it with Young Thug, and now he's out of jail. If you ask me, they after Thug. Derek, what up? They after after Thugger. They weren't after nobody else. They arrested everybody else to see who would tell, who would sing first. This whole thing, this whole everything is about Young Thug. Because how you gonna have one guy say, yeah, we a gang and we started it together. The next guy like, yeah, they're a gang and they're record labeled. And when you get to court, they're gonna be like, hey, this is what your people said that we let home. I'm telling you.
So what? Where's the receipts? Where's the proof? Anybody could say they started something.
The proof is all these years of internal
now.
investigations. That's what it is.
Well, speaking of the truth, Young Miami in a recent interview dropped the truth. She says, stop acting like Diddy the only one in these streets, okay? City Girls up 3,000 points. Let's hear Carisha explain.
And so what would you say, I mean, from even centered around that moment, what would you say is the biggest misconception around your, relationship with Diddy?
There are people who think that I'm like a side chick and he just do whatever he want and I'm just heads over heels. No, it go both ways. It ain't nothing one-sided over here.
Come on now. City Girls always have one.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody going both ways. Her, Diddy, everybody, allegedly. So how do y'all feel about Young Miami saying that Diddy not the only one doing him, that clearly she doing her too, so she is unbothered by this new baby?
What's she supposed to say? Bitch, you
I mean, it's the same girl that held up a sign. She could easily come to and just be like, I'm hurt, and play into people's sympathy. She could easily did that.
Girl, that man got your head.
She is city girl. She can't act like she hurt. So, I feel like for anybody who's hurt, and I feel bad for them. And I think that Young Miami actions speak louder than words, right? So her she's responding to people who not even atting her. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's adding her, and then she responds, and she's arguing with chicks, and she's arguing with academics. And then it's like Diddy came out and said she was his shorty wop. Is that a level
That's
above, side chick? I don't know what a shorty.
My shorty wop. She got the, a wop is, so that's the shorty with the wop.
Nah, yo, they wild out here. Blueface did it. Listen, all of these broken people coming from broken homes, mental health is so important. And a lot of these people we see, these celebrities, you don't really get to see who they are all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, he's 50-something years old. He's living his best life. He's not the first rich man in the history of the world to live like this. Young Miami, baby, you loved him. And for you to continue to put yourself in that situation, of course you love him, but you got to have respect for yourself. Respect yourself. That's it.
Okay. Now, speaking of respecting yourself, there are some people that are saying that GloRilla doesn't respect herself or her potential assistant because she put out a post in which she's looking for an assistant and she only wants to pay $550 a month plus,
a week.
A week, plus your traveling expenses. A lot of people are saying that's not enough, but then there are others that are saying that the opportunity weighs out the monetary value. How do you ladies feel? How do you feel in the comment section? We want to know. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
So what's that, 20?
What's the opportunity?
Because you're going to be,
that weighs it. I need to know,
executives and record producers and people that could take you to elevate your career in other ways. You're building your Rolodex, your career
experience as far as what? You're an assistant. You're an assistant. But what do you do outside of being an assistant that it could help you? So what, they're going to get you a job assisting a bigger celebrity? That I'm trying to figure out
network.
What's the
opportunity. You use it the right way, B. You use it the right way. Come on. We've seen people come in the game as interns and now they big A&Rs. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because they came in as an intern. You have a goal, right? You know what you want to do. You're not interning as an assistant. So what I'm trying, and as an assistant, as an artist, it's not like you're an assistant and you're, doing it's not the same. Like you're carrying bags and you're getting on flights and you go into the store to get food. So I'm trying to understand.
You go to
what's the Devil Wears Prada. One of my favorite movies is Devil Wears Prada, right? And in that movie, she wanted to be a journalist. she wanted to work and she wanted to be a journalist. But she was the assistant to the editor-in-chief of this magazine. So she was running around bags and all these things, but they always told her, you do this job for a year, you can get a job anywhere, because people know that, one, you can handle pressure, and then there's a lot that comes into more than just grabbing bags and stuff.
Yeah, she wanted to be a journalist, not an assistant.
But
so
she
that's
started
what I'm
as
saying.
an assistant.
What
and
do you
doing
want
that
to be? Do you want to be a rapper? She was assisting somebody that was in a position where she wanted to be. So do I want to be a rapper?
A&R or in the music industry, you're going to meet people, and when they see how you move GloRilla around, they see how you elevate her career, how you move. When people respect your work ethic and they see that, it might put you in another position.
Then you gotta say that.
She don't
if you're not
know what she
like,
wants.
she
She
didn't
don't
even say
know.
that. She said that you get a free flight. She said you get free flights and hotels. That's what she said. She didn't say you get to network and elevate your career. I'm looking for an assistant that wants to be in the industry. This is a great opportunity for you to network, and this is how much I'm paying you. No, she said you get free flights.
That's because no one ever really wants you to do better than them. So maybe she's not going to put everything out there because she don't want to say, hey, you could potentially be an executive over what I'm doing. But even Deb Atney talked a little bit about that when she was explaining how Gucci Mane was a hater and would never allow anybody that he signed to be bigger than he is. And she also said that he never liked Nicki Minaj, and that's because he couldn't sleep with her. Let's hear that.
And her. He didn't like Nicki. Why? Because he couldn't fuck her. He didn't like her. But for you to give these big ups to this shit that he did, that shit was crazy. He didn't do nothing for you. He didn't even like her. He had a fit when I had him getting on a record. You know what hurt me? Gucci couldn't stand her. He didn't like, but I wanted all of them to work together. Like they all have, because we're a family. Right. So we all have to be together. It can't be any of these. He's very selfish. He's very much to himself. I don't even understand how he gets to sign artists. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, an artist ain't never going to let another artist become bigger than them.
So maybe that's why GloRilla is only offering flights and food, because she don't want you to potentially be bigger than her. If you're a rapper, you want to be a rapper, maybe you're going to carry these bags, but she don't want to tell you that as a rapper, being her personal assistant could actually help you, because you're going to meet executives and producers, and you just never know what can come about.
Got it.
Lady Love, do you agree? I'm sorry, Uncle Love. Okay. Don't say nothing. Well, 2,100. I mean, the 550 does equate to 2,100. If you
assist me today, then you might get rich tomorrow. If you take this little bread today, then you might get rich tomorrow.
You are.
Everybody here talking about 550 ain't no money. Well,
but it's 2,100 a month.
You 23 years old. You go out on the road with that girl. You meeting all rappers. You getting backstage passes. You getting an opportunity that's priceless. I know people who not getting paid and carrying the rappers' bag so they could get into the shows and get everywhere. So we could all act brand new if we want. You know what I'm saying? That 550 hit and you on the first class flights, even if you flying coach or whatever like that, you going to new cities all of the time that you ain't got to pay for. You live on vacation. You in the mix. Y'all go ahead and act brand new. Y'all act brand new. 23-year-old, 22-year-old, somebody young in their 20s, man, that is lit. She ain't say she need a travel doctor. She didn't say she need a travel designer. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up? I'm Uncle Up today. She didn't say she needed that. She needed an assistant. Somebody to make sure these calls and all that. Tell me what's going on. Here, I got you a hotel room at the W2. You right next to me. Here, come on, man. And the nicest cars and all of that. Man, y'all can starting off young. And then if you smart, you take that. Thank you, baby. And if you smart, you take that. And then you progress. That, come on, man. That shit lit. Y'all out here acting brand new because that crypto got y'all think everybody rich.
Today's chit chat topic is about relationships. Would you get in a relationship, or is it smart to get in a relationship with someone who just got out of one? We want to know. Let us know in the comments. How do you ladies feel? Do you feel like that's something that you agree with, disagree with? It's a bacon, egg, and cheese show. Let us know. Sound off.
It depends on the situation. Will I get in a relationship with somebody who just got out of a relationship? That's what you asked? Yeah, if they was cheating on the girl with me and they left her to be with me, absolutely. I would absolutely get in a relationship.
Okay, but what if it wasn't that? Like, cause then you was already in place anyway. But let's say you,
I got to be in place. Listen.
It depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I was in an 8-year relationship. I had to take time off. I took like 2 years off before I got into the next relationship because, for one, the bitch did a number on me. No, not that one, but the 8-year relationship, I took time off because I just needed to find myself. 8 years is a while to, be with somebody. And then after my last relationship, I went single too long, you know what I'm saying? But I shouldn't have dated because I was still in that argument stage. So I took a bitch out to eat, but I'm outside the restaurant arguing with the other bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. And I've dated people who've been single for 2 years and they still fucked up. So like Bab said, it all depends on where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? If there's children involved, I'm out of here. So no, if you got a relationship and there's children involved, I ain't got time for that heartbreak. I'm not going to be your rebound.
I saw somebody ask, like, how long? I mean, like, immediate.
Yeah, but
like,
sometimes
like they just got, maybe, like, within, like, a month, they just got out of a relationship. Like,
it depends on what side you on. Did you leave or did you get left? And if you left, did you leave because you was hurt? You know, some people leave and be lit. Like, y'all, I was over the relationship. I should have been left. That shit was over 2-3 years ago. I stayed in it. I'm good. They don't have no type of feelings. They walk away and they good. It's the other person that's sick. So that person that's good, that already mentally checked out a long time ago in the relationship, already was building on themselves before they walked out. So every situation is different. And for y'all in the comments that's saying the same way you find them is the same way they do you, that's not true.
And that only matters when
that is not true.
Thing. Yeah,
everybody,
it's true to me. It's true to me. Yo,
it's not
in high school, the first girl I was ever messing with, I found out that she had a girlfriend. And then when I got me a girlfriend, she was messing with somebody outside of us. So I thought that was my karma. You know what I'm saying? I try to watch what I'm doing with my karma. That's it, But I tell you, I had got into a relationship like within the same month of me and the ex breaking up. Like, we was already breaking up, and then me and Shorty started messing. And I wish that she's the one that got away, because I wish that I was in a better space to love her the way I needed to, but I was still over that heartbreak and that terrible relationship that I was in, and I wasn't able to do the right thing for her. So it happens.
I do agree that how you get them, it depends. So if you get with, like, what Bab said the first time, so if you with somebody and you maybe the side piece and then they break up and you get in, can you really trust that person to not do that same thing to you?
Y'all still texting. Come on, y'all. Yeah. Everybody, let's be honest. When y'all first break up with somebody, it take a while for y'all to break up.
That's not true. That's not in every situation. That is not true. Like, I've had people break up with me and would not answer the phone for me. I'm trying to call. They're not answering. I'm blocked off. That is not true. And I've done it. I done clicked, and I'm not answering. You blocked off of everything. I'm not answering the phone for you. It depends on the situation.
I'm over relationships. I'm over them. I was happier when I was single and had a lineup. Relationships, yes. Relationships are hard, and I'm tired.
Uncle Luck be in his own world. But let me tell you something. Relationships are hard. They are hard work. You know what I'm saying? And it depends. Like any relationship, I think every relationship is something that you need to work towards. But chill.
We got to guess. I'm not chilling. I'm
not coming
chilling.
Up?
No, they declined. How you decline? I'm not chilling. It's too much. Mental health is real, ladies and gentlemen, and you gotta ask a lot of questions before you get into a relationship. You should come with a portfolio of different things they gotta respond back to. You need to do the ancestry.com. I'm telling you, before you get with somebody, you gotta really know them, because once you find out why you in it, it's like, oh my God, and just keep going. Yo, listen, I'm talking about before we get here. What is your relationship with your parents? What is the relationship? Because if you never had love, you cannot give it to me. If you never felt love, you cannot give it to me. No, and you're not gonna know how to love me properly. And you're gonna abuse me trying to figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? You need to find out about their previous relationships. You need to find, I'm telling you, you need to do the history on where this person has been, the Carfax. Because when they just beautiful and you just hop right in it, you find out that the transmission need to be fixed. You need some spark plugs. You might need a new alternator. And you like, man, this is crazy.
Right. No, that's facts. That's facts. I feel like that would just in general. Also, let's have more compassion and understanding, because like Lux said, we don't know what people went through. So yes, this is why you need to date first, be friends first. I've never been in a relationship with someone that was not my friend first. And we date to get data, to see if we could actually be with the person. Can we actually be vulnerable? And also, we need to be the people that we want. So it's like, if you want somebody that's understanding, bitch, you got to be understanding and considerate. If you want somebody that's successful, what the hell are you doing? If you want somebody that's motivated, get off your couch. So we got to be who we want to date. We got to be exactly what we're looking for, or continue working on yourself until you attract the right person. No more chasing. We're only attracting.
I'm the opposite, because for me, it's like I would rather jump into the relationship, right? Because if I get to know you, we dating for so long, then I might not want to be with you, right? So now if we in the relationship and I got feelings and stuff, then I'm willing to work on it. But after that, I don't want to date you for mad long, and then I'm like, oh, I'm wasting my time.
We'd rather be together and waste our time. Like, I don't want to go to Six Flags. I don't want to get on the crate. As soon as I see the first red flag, I'm like, okay, we not playing this game. I'm not going to jump in a relationship and then all these things start happening. It's like, oh, but I caught feelings.
Yeah, I did that.
You got 7 days. You got 7 days with me. If you don't ask me to be your girlfriend in 7 days.
No, I would say the relationships that I got in faster than. No, they all been fucked up. I'm sitting here thinking I'm just.
Yo, you annoying.
Because I knew one of the people for 10 years and I didn't know her. Like, we was the best of friends. And then the other bitches, I just met you and you was crazier than her. So I don't know. It's me. That's what I came to the conclusion. I got to work on me.
Yeah.
Because I got to stop with these broken people. I got this. They call me Luck Saverho. And I'm always out here trying to love you. Oh, your mommy didn't love you. Daddy didn't love you. I love you. Fuck that. I need some.
Brina talking about give her 9 months. Brina, I don't got 9 months. That's a whole life right there. A whole life is created in 9 months.
Well, we got to see if we going to give life to this relationship. I can't do it.
I give you 9 days. 9 days.
Like me, I'll start having buyer's remorse. Like, I'm the bitch that buy the shit. Like, and I'm like, damn, I want to return. Like, why I bought that damn jacket? It cost like, why I did that? But like, I don't want to have that same feeling with somebody. Like, why did I jump into this? Like, how do I get out? I don't want that. Like, I want to know that you're my person. That you like. We gotta be friends first, because even if this relationship don't last, we could still be friends afterwards. I don't want to jump into anything.
That ain't true. I tried that too. It ain't work. It gets worse. If y'all was friends first, then y'all get together and break up. Now y'all are double enemies when y'all break up. Trust me, I've been there. That's what I'm saying. I'm so scared of people right now. I'm so horrified and terrified of people right now. I think I'm just gonna give up on the human race. I'm telling you. Everybody out here listening to GloRilla, you go get me a white bitch.
Did y'all see Killer Sally?
Now, I'm just simply saying, like, all jokes aside, like, it is very important, and you don't learn these things until after you experience it. So,
Killer Sally is a white woman who married a black man, and then she killed him.
He wasn't even cheating. She was just abusive. And again, that was somebody who had mental issues. I'm just saying, like, the food is messed up, the water's messed up, the TV, the music, everything is messed up. So you got to know these people's frequency before you join in into what they doing. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever yet their nationality is, because a lot of people need medication. Like right now, there's a lawsuit going on against baby formula and it's another one, baby formula and something else. I find out where you could get a check because it's been linked to giving kids ADHD. So we don't know what they've been feeding us and giving us, and everybody's crazy and all of this stuff is coming out now, and we like, oh man, because there's been happening to us. So like, I have tons of empathy. I love to love, but I love myself first. And I'm the type, I'll put in the work, and I put in a lot of work, and I be humble and I give my all. But when I'm done, because I can't help you, and some people need help and refuse because they think that, well, if I get help, something wrong with me, and I can't take these pills because that means I'm crazy. Nah, bitch, you need to get the pills to level you out. And I'm not with the whole, I don't want to force somebody on some pills and stuff, but like, yo, a lot of us is messed up. A lot of people have been raped and molested, and they come to your house and you think they bring in an overnight bag. No, baby, they came with the bags that Erykah Badu was talking about. But it's emotional baggage. If somebody's
so pack light, you heard?
If somebody never had peace, they can't give you peace. It's not like they don't want to, they just never had it.
Right.
If somebody, it's a lot of people is damaged. And
there was a teenager who discovered that an anonymous cyber bully that was targeting her and her boyfriend turned out to be no one other than her mother.
So for a whole year, this girl and her boyfriend was getting cyberbullied, and the mother even took her daughter to the police department and was like, yo, my daughter's getting harassed, and try to take it to the school and all of that. And then the school was so, they were so on it. They said, we got to find out what's going on. In the police department, they even got the FBI involved. The moms ain't know they was going to go that far. She was just playing the role. And then as soon as the FBI, they're like, wait a minute, it's you. And she tried to hide it by using slang that the kids be using today. I think that is the craziest thing in the world. Cyberbully. Maybe she ain't like the boyfriend, but I don't know. But she was bullying.
She don't like her own child.
Now imagine the daughter go commit suicide or something, because that's what's been happening with these kids getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't know that moms needs to go to jail. I don't know if I ever fuck with my moms again after that.
Babs, how would you feel if you found out that your bully, cyber bully, was actually your mom?
I would be, that's insane, and I would be really like confused, like really confused on why would you do that to me? That's what I want to know. And then I would be like, pissed, and I would think she was a weirdo.
Now,
but,
then later on in life, you got to date this young lady who has this trauma and PTSD from her moms. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to be the one. Hey, man.
So there was a young woman on TikTok that her mother cut her hair off as a punishment because she said that her daughter was resting on Pretty and wasn't taking education seriously. And she said that she had threatened to do this enough times and that she wanted her daughter to understand that she was, in fact, serious. So she cut her daughter's hair off on social media. I'm going to find the video, but here are some of the photos. So she's a very pretty young lady. You see her, she was cutting her hair. And then afterwards she shared a video where she was talking to her daughter.
She was jealous.
That's what people are saying.
That's a pretty little girl. Now look, now she going to grow up with all that trauma, and then somebody going to date her.
But is it real? At this point, we don't know. Everybody want clicks and views. It could have been something that they acting like, I'm so sick of these people, I don't know what's real and what's not no more. But if it was real, then that is a form of child abuse. It's other things that you can take, like take her phone. Like, don't buy her no sneakers. Like, don't get her certain snack. Like, I put everything in the house. Like, You will be eating grilled cheese sandwiches
now,
for the next 30
watch
days,
this.
okay?
Now watch the story you just told me. Now let me show you mentally what's happening, because we read in the paper. The mother said you're focusing on beauty more than your education. So now she is installing insecurities into that girl. And you are causing damage and trauma into that girl. Child abuse don't just stop, I hit you. That is a lifelong mental scar that young lady's going to have. Nah, this is Uncle Luck today. You know what I'm saying? Peter Pants, this ain't makeup. This is real. So that little girl will grow up with the trauma. And unless she go get help for that, unless she get help, because a lot of us, black people, we the type, somebody gets shot right in front of us and we still go to school. You know, they don't treat our trauma the same way. And we don't, in our community, we don't value mental health and getting help and things of that nature as much as other races. Now we talking about it, but our parents have been growing up with trauma and it's in their DNA. My guy, I told y'all, I did Ancestry.com. I'm like 5 generations removed from slavery. So that means that.
And a lot of these people was crack babies too. Depending on how old they are, you gotta, take that into accountability as well. They could, like, crack babies, if their parent was on some type of drug,
that messes them
heroin,
up.
like, cause that was real back then. The heroin and the crack, like, yeah, it's a lot of bad crack babies. Like, bitches,
I feel
bad,
like
she
the irony behind this whole thing too is, as she is attempting to show her daughter how important it is to be smart and not care about your looks, you have a filter on. So if you didn't care about your looks, why are you not doing this this lesson without a filter? Like, why are you adding filters to teach your daughter about not caring about her looks? Like, it's confusing. It's like a
wait, hold up, Peter.
It's an oxymoronic statement.
Yo,
you was born in the 80s?
Yo, it's not crack baby. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Our community was plagued by this, and you would be amazed how many of us who are adults now walking around have been affected by that. It was not just they smoke crack and that era ends. And somebody told me one of my friends is smoking crack. I'm like, how in 2023? But so not friends, somebody I know. But what I'm simply saying is, I have a friend, right? When she was pregnant, she was smoking bud, right? She never stopped smoking bud, right? And I was like, you sure you want to do that? Please, it's just weed. Years later, I'm in the Walmart parking lot. I hear somebody, bitch, you dumb, da-da-da, going off on their child. I walk past this, her and the girl. The girl in like 2nd, 3rd grade now. I'm like, why are you yelling at her like that? You know, what are you doing? She was like, this dumbass is putting soap in her hair and her hair is falling out in school. Da, 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 da. First thing I thought about was them blunts. You know what I'm saying? First thing I thought, now the girl got, I forgot how to put it, learning disabilities. Now, hey, you smoke weed, that's your thing. But I'm just telling you, people have damaged their children. So if that happened with the weed, there are people out here when our communities was poor. Don't get it twisted. Back in the 80s, there weren't a lot of big-time jobs. You understand what I'm saying? Crack took all of our neighborhoods by storm. Some of us are lucky if our parents didn't do it or sniff a little coke. We don't know because we all mentally off. But don't get it twisted. I know crack babies.
Not true.
And it's not their fault.
There was a woman, before we go, there was a woman that she went to get a job, and when they drug tested her, they found crack in her system. And when she told her mom said, for real, that's still in your system? Like, she didn't even know she was a crack. That's how she found out. And her mom said, that's still in your system? So, yes, it's very damaging. It's still being in your system.
And a lot of them don't know. Yeah, a lot of them don't know if your parent got clean before you was old enough to know.
Baby. So you go try to get a job at the...
And alcoholism is real, too. People who drank alcohol while they were pregnant. I know children who've been affected that way. Like, this is something cooking in your stomach. This is a whole human being, and everything that you're eating and all of the energy and everything you around is going to affect that child. My mother ate so many eggs, so much eggs when she was pregnant with me. I'm allergic to them. I don't eat them. I can't eat them. You get what I'm saying? Now, if that's just one thing, all them arguments you have when you're pregnant, all of the fighting, the negative energy, I'm telling you, man.
No, it's true.
I've seen it too many times. So, like, nah. And then we go get in relationships with these people and don't know what's going on. There's trauma that's in the DNA that you can't fix. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cigarettes too, because back in the day, they didn't have a Surgeon General warning. Like, they put that on when I was like a teenager. So mothers were smoking cigarettes, drinking.
Yeah, because they started adding more shit to the cigarettes. Yeah, the cigarettes back in the day was not like the cigarettes today. Yeah. Everybody smoked back then. Like, everybody smoked during pregnancy and all. They didn't need to put that shit on the side of the box because all of the issues, once they started adding all them different chemicals into the cigarettes, that's when it was a problem. All of the
also,
mass
they didn't
production,
think that women was going to still just be smoking, I guess, maybe, but